We have a special minute for mission today. I invite up Dawn Cash. Dawn is the Executive Director of Warm Blessings. Warm Blessings is one of our really wonderful mission partners who we do a lot of work with. And Dawn's here to update us on that work and share some other thoughts with us. So come on up, Dawn.
Good morning. Thank you for having me in your church home today. I really appreciate being here. This is the first time I've been able to actually go out and speak to one of our partners other than our United Way campaign that we've been doing. So I really appreciate you having me here this morning. When I speak about the work that we do at Warm Blessings, I usually try and take some type of visual representation with me. And I was thinking about what I could bring after Chelsea asked me to come. And like most people, I have to write my entire life down in journals, that everything that goes on during the day, whether it's in my personal life or at work, goes in these journals. And I can look back and get pertinent information or, just see what I need to follow up on. And I was switching over to I think this is my 6th journal with Warm Blessings since I've been there for 2.5 years. And I move information from here over to the new one. And when I opened this one up, I came across this page that none of you will be able to decipher because it's all in my chicken scratch. But there are some important names on this piece of paper here. One of them is Jan Rucker. The other one is Laverne Walton. And the third one is Cynthia Miskey. And these are ladies who came to me in the middle of the pandemic in August of 2020 and asked me what First Presbyterian could do for Warm Blessings. And so to me, this paper here documents the beginning of my relationship with your church. And so I thought I'd bring this with me just to kind of let you know. During that period of time, we were able to put through our relationship with you, we were able to put a couple into a safe apartment. They were homeless. A safe apartment where they could enjoy the end of their life. They were both very, very ill, and they were living in their car. And Cynthia and the church was able to put them in a home. Shannon took care of them while they were there, all their needs. And we were able to see them have some peace and comfort at the end of their life. And so that was kind of the beginning of us in this partnership. Along the way, we were given the gift of Candy Ott. She came to us as a volunteer to cook in the kitchen. And as time went on and our program grew, we had a need for a social worker. And while I knew Candy and she worked in the kitchen, I had no idea she was a practicing social worker. And when the time came to post the position, she applied. And while I had many good candidates, she was our pick. She's provided an incredible, incredible loving environment at Warm Blessings to help folks. And then last fall, you all did a drive specifically for us and raised a good amount of money. It was roughly, I want to say like $3,500. And when Joy and Chelsea came to present the check, I sat down with the staff and I said, how can we use this gift to best serve our guest? And so I want you all to know that that gift allowed Candy to use that for case management throughout the entire winter time for transportation for folks. And so that gift allowed them to have cab rides to doctor's appointments, legal appointments, job interviews, job placement services, and then the beginning of their employment until they could get on their feet and get their transportation needs taken care of. And when we had our staff retreat yesterday, I asked the staff, because we do this at the end of the year. At the end of the season, we have a retreat, because our season ends February 28th. And at the end of the season, we have a staff retreat, and we talk about what we do well, and we talk about things we can improve on. And the first thing that came up in what we did well was the fact that we were able to get people to where they needed to go, and that was because of your gift. In February, you did the soup kitchen, or the Super Bowl, the Super Bowl, and brought us an incredible amount of canned goods, the big ones that are hard to find in a supply chain issue. And we were able to restock our pantries, and also the funds that you all gave us, we could restock the pantries. And that was after a pretty rough year last year of financial hardship for a lot of families. And so during that period of time, we fed 36,000 meals last year. And so your assistance helped us to restock the pantry so we could move forward with the spring. The relationship that we've had with this church affects us on a day-to-day basis through our relationship with Candy, our relationship with the affordable housing group that you sponsor here, with Joy leading that group, that will help us plan for people once they're out of homelessness and how they can best have stable housing. And so we really are grateful for the relationship that we have with your church, and we want to continue that partnership in the future when we look for a permanent home. We are in the process of trying to get a full-time shelter. We're not there yet, but we're looking for property and looking for space. And so your relationship with us is incredibly valuable in that support because you understand what we do. And we want to thank you. I have two of my staff members, actually, my key staff members, attend church here. Melissa, can you wave at everybody? Melissa's our program coordinator, and Jose is also a very, very valuable volunteer in that he does our mobile meals. So between Candy and Melissa, that's my key staff, and they're here in your home on Sundays and throughout the week. So thank you all very much for all of the gifts you give us. They make a huge difference in what we do.